before we hit the road, we gotta fill up. In this video, I'm going to talk about the top things that you absolutely must know about in West Mobile. Now, I'm standing here at the airport. Of course, we're going to talk about that. That's going to be number one. But then we're going to go to the hospital and several other places. These are the things that you absolutely have to know about in West Mobile. So let's get it. Hey, my name is Jeff Jones with Keller Williams right here in the beautiful city of Mobile, Alabama. I mean, the sun is shining today and the weather is amazing. But people are always reaching out to me. They call the number on the screen, they shoot me a text message or an email because they want to know what it's like about the moving process of moving from all around the country to the beautiful city of Mobile. So shoot me a message, let me know how I can help you, but don't forget, like and subscribe because each week I drop a brand new video showing all of the amazing things about Mobile, Alabama, my home city. I've lived here for 47 years. So a lot of people watching this channel, they're considering moving to Mobile, and the first place you're gonna see, well, of course, it's the Mobile Regional Airport. So we're gonna drive through the airport, give you a little overview of what to expect, but keep in mind now, this is not like a big international airport. It's the Mobile Regional Airport. So it's a little on the small side, but with it being small, that also means that you don't really have to wait in long lines, usually. So when I used to do a lot of public speaking, I would travel, and if I had a 6 a.m. flight, I'd get there around 5 a.m. and I was good to go. But if you have a flight in the middle of the afternoon, you know, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock flight, then you're gonna show up and you're gonna think, where is everybody? So there's not many people in the afternoons. But anyway, this is a little overview of the airport. You've got long-term parking, short-term parking, and they've got kind of a cool design going on here, some LED lighting at night. But the main airline that services this, you're gonna have Delta, and then you also have American. And then I think there may be another smaller carrier that kind of comes in on a seasonal basis, but that's pretty much it. But Delta, that's where I do most of my flying. In and out quickly, out in West Mobile, about 1 mile or half a mile from Schillinger, one of the busiest streets. And it's actually on Airport Boulevard, which is the #1 street. And I did a full tour of Airport Boulevard that I'll try to link up below. So another place that you absolutely have to visit if you're coming to West Mobile is the flea market. The Mobile Flea Market, the largest flea market on the entire Gulf Coast. It's only open 2 days, Saturday and Sunday from 9 to 5 p.m. And this place has over 800 booths. So there's a lot of specialty food items. I mean, this place, honestly, it has everything. A lot of vendors, I mean, they sell, you know, I can't even begin to give you a list. I've come here to get pictures, you know, framed, custom framing. You can get, you know, the incredible snow cones, the corn on the cob thing, all kind of stuff. So obviously this is a little behind the scenes because nobody is here, but it is packed on the weekends. You can find just about anything you could imagine on steroids at the Mobile Flea Market. I was just about to leave and I saw this and I thought, this is just an example that they have everything you could imagine at the Mobile Flea Market. So in Mobile, we have one of the strangest looking hospitals you have ever seen. Providence Hospital, and it is on Airport Boulevard between Hillcrest and Cody Road. And this place, well, as you can tell, even though the building looks weird, it's a beautiful campus. But not only is it a hospital, there are a lot of doctors' offices around. So I get calls from people, they're, you know, wanting to move to Mobile and they're wanting to know, hey, where do I go for, like, you know, a general practitioner, general care physician? What about my children, you know, pediatrician, that sort of thing. This entire area is just loaded with different doctors' offices, from, you know, neurosurgeons to skin care physicians, pediatricians, the whole 9 yards. So it's a beautiful place. And this is actually where my second child was born. another place that we must talk about when you're thinking about West Mobile is Medal of Honor Park. Now, the locals, of course, we all like to call it Cottage Hill Park, but this place, check out this entrance. It's absolutely gorgeous. You know, you want to talk about coming home after work or early in the morning. You want a nice little jog among the trees. I mean, I come through here in the afternoon sometimes, and this just be a steady stream of folks jogging, and you've got folks that are walking. It's absolutely beautiful. But the kids part, that's the cool part coming up next. So Medal of Honor Park, Cottage Hill Park, not only do they have great tennis courts, and look, this is something new. They have this new scooter company that came to Mobile. You can rent scooters, drive it around, battery operated. So that's a super cool addition. And then you've got this awesome kids area. I mean, this was a big deal, you know, when they opened it. I think the mayor was out here. It was just really, really cool. So a lot of times they'll have field trips, and this will be the place where kids come, and this is where they have lunch. They get to play on the park. The equipment, it's really cool. But then across the street, we have something super special, and it's actually a dog park, and we'll show you that in just a second. So it's in the middle of the afternoon right now, but man, after work, when it's getting a little bit darker, this place will be full of dogs. It's really incredible. So before we talk about this next place, you see this right here? This is pollen. And that's one thing that Mobile is known for, is pollen. Man, your allergies in March, I mean, it's just crazy. So, you know, if you see me sniffle a little bit, you'll know the reason why. But I'm standing here in front of the Nexus Cinema Dining, and this place is absolutely amazing. If you want a special movie theater dining experience in West Mobile, this is it. I've been several times. You know, the seats, they recline back, and the beef tips are amazing. The French fries are incredible too. But this is a special dining experience. I saw one of the Star Wars premieres. I've just seen several movies. A great date night right here. So do a little research. The tickets are a little more expensive, but I promise you it will be worth every penny. And I almost forgot to mention, it's right next door to probably one of the biggest houses in West Mobile. Just do this. Go to Google Earth and look up Nexus Cinema Dining, and then you'll see the place right next to it. It is massive. It's got a moat around the house, believe it or not. The house looks like a helicopter, like with the wings. It's just incredible. Now, this is not the last stop. We still have another place to go, but I could not leave this video without telling you about, well, it's one of my favorite restaurants in all of West Mobile. It's called Briquettes. Now, I've mentioned it in a couple of my other videos, but I haven't given you, I got some real details about it. I mean, you know the place is serious if you've got a bull out front. I mean, this place makes some of the best steaks I've ever had. And you know, they're not outrageous. Of course, you can go to places like Ruth's Chris or some specialty places that are a little more expensive. But this is actually a reasonable place. They have incredible steaks, and there are 2 locations in Mobile. So, you know, think about how a lot of times you want to support local things, but then you don't want to sacrifice quality. In fact, you want better quality because it is local and it's not like a chain. Well, that's what you're going to get here. And let me tell you, the onion rings are to die for. The salads are great, the steaks are great, the chicken's great. I cannot say enough about briquettes. If you come to West Mobile, this is definitely, it needs to be at the top of your list of places you must see. All right, the last stop on this journey. We talk about the places you must see and you must know about in West Mobile. You know, I've talked about this in my other videos, but I mean, it's worth mentioning in multiple videos, cravers. Now, when you think about cravers, you think about amazing seafood. And of course, when you think about Mobile, Alabama, you think about amazing seafood. And you know, the thing is, a lot of folks from around the other, you know, parts of the country, they've only dreamed of seafood because the places they think of are like Red Lobster, you know, chain places. But here, I mean, you've got, you know, the boats down in the bay and Bile of Battery. And so the thing about cravers is they actually own their own boats. So it's not like they're getting it from a third party. I mean, we're talking, they're catching it one day and it's on the table either that night or the next morning or the next day for lunch. The gumbo is amazing. And I have to say I get gumbo here about once a week. I get it to go and I drive down the street. I live like 2 minutes away. And then they have this pick 2 or pick 3. So you can pick different items, and anything you get, whether it's grilled or whether it's fried, I mean, just absolutely incredible. So, you know, if you want a special seafood experience, you're gonna find that here at Cravers. And just like my favorite chicken place, Foosackly's, the word I will use to describe this is one word: it's consistency. And that's it. You know, all the things that you need to know about West Mobile. You know, it's different than just Mobile or the Eastern Shore or downtown or midtown, but Mobile has its own special kind of vibe. So I've tried to highlight those areas, but do me a favor. If you have any other questions, or if you want to know about a place that I didn't cover, shoot me a message, call the number on the screen, you know, send me a text message, an email, any way you want to reach out. Every single day, I get calls from folks from all around the country. I look down at my phone and it's a number that I don't recognize, and I think, you know what? I bet it's going to be from YouTube. I answer the phone, and sure enough, it always goes like this. Hey, I was just watching your videos on YouTube, and that's how it begins. And I love getting to help with folks. And let me know how I can help you in making that transition. But don't forget to like and subscribe, because each week I do something different, whether it's, you know, West Mobile, across the bay, whatever. I'm always talking about this incredible city that I love, where I've lived my entire life, Mobile, Alabama.